Ah, yeah. We got another one. That is right. We have another $50 brushless RC car. And this one is by Lynxor. Maybe it's Lynxor. We'll go with that. Lynxor. So let's check out the box. You can see their email support. Looks like it's just some really off-brand brand. Not much on the box. Got the chassis there. It says here that it has an LED light. It's 4-wheel drive and it's 1/16 scale. Other than that, let's get this thing unboxed. So from my understanding, this is basically a MJX HB16M, I believe. Just half the price, if not more than half the price, which is pretty awesome, if you ask me. Let's check this out. We are greeted by instruction manual, branded by the brand. So that's cool. Check this out in a second. All right. Looks like this is upside down. Let's put this way. And just pull this right out. There's our little Truggy. Looks like it lifts right off. We have the box here with some goodies inside. Oh, looks like this box is filled with goodies. Let's check it out. Looks like we got a spoiler. 2 spoilers. Wow. 2 spoilers. That is awesome. They must break a lot. Let's see what else we got in here. Got a nice wheelie bar. Bag of goodies. Extra CVDs. We have our MJX transmitter and a battery. So I gotta say, overall, I am extremely impressed with what you get for $50. You get body clips, a battery, charger, you got a little Phillips screwdriver, wheelie bar, wheel wrench, CVDs, 2 wings, and wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
On top of that, you get not 1, but 2 bodies. Like, I've purchased $300-400 cars and they have not included 2 bodies or 2 wings, anything like that. So this is a killer steel deal. Checking out the instruction manual. Here are some important safety instructions. Don't drive in front of Ferrari F40s. This RC is not waterproof, just splash proof. Careful when you work on this thing because it might injure you. And keep it away from small children. Typical instruction manual. Looks like there is no part diagram. So that's a bummer, but it's a good thing. This RC is very popular. A lot of brands use the chassis, so finding parts is not going to be difficult. Here's the transmitter, typical MJX transmitter. This one does not bind up, so that's nice. You have your power button with 70% power and 100% power. Throttle trim and steering trim. Did have problems with this in the past, but this one seems to be all right. Let's check out the truck. As you can see, we have the typical MJX front LED light, which is really cool. I did end up putting the spoiler and wheelie bar on. While I was doing that, I did find an extra battery. So this car comes with 2 batteries. I'm not sure how they're pulling off this $50 price because just these 2 batteries are like $30 alone. Truggy looks really awesome. V12 bank dash. Ooh, it's indicating that's really fast. Tires say fastest. They do feel pretty grippy, but I'm not sure how they'll handle 3S. This does have a nice plastic chassis, Phillips hardware. We can see they have their manufacturer's stamp on there. They even give you the address of where this thing was made. Very odd. This does have oil-filled shocks. which is pretty crazy at this price point. I definitely expected friction shocks, so that is a plus. Let's take the body off. Body's really on there. So this thing has a 45 amp ESC, which is 2 and 3S compatible. 2845 4200 kV brushless motor with heatsink and fan. They also give you an AMAS Dean's connector, which is a step above regular Dean's. There's a view of the oil-filled shocks. Dual wishbone suspension. It says this is a 17-gram servo. Pretty smooth action. Steering linkage looks nice and beefy. There's our receiver box, splash proof. The axles are nice and chunky. Also looks like the drive shaft is metal and it's pretty buried under there. I'm not feeling these proprietary battery strap holders. I did order a bigger one to fit a 3S. We'll see how that goes, but I wish they did more of a standard strap system. That'll be way better. There's the honeycomb chassis. Looks super sturdy, so this thing must be really stout.
The next day.
All right, we are out here at my local park. We'll do a quick 2S and 3S speed run with this thing. I ditched the factory tie down because it was a pain in the ass and nothing worked with it. You're kind of stuck with buying the proprietary Angry Snail 3S battery or nothing. So custom strap it is. Can't decide if I'm gonna do red or green. Probably gonna do green. I kind of like it better with this tread pattern right here. For the 2S speed run, I'm gonna use the factory 2S battery just to see how fast it goes. Just gonna strap it on, and there you go. So that's how I strap it now. We'll see how long the strap lasts between the ESC and the motor. I don't know if the heat will damage it, but time will tell. It'll work from there. All right, there we go. Got the GPS strapped on. Let's do a speed run. Transmitter is on, 100%. All right, car is on. This car is definitely comical small, so it's gonna be fun recording it. Oh, all right. Seems like the trigger response is quicker in reverse than throttle, which is weird. Let's see if the light works. Yeah, the light does work. Just gonna wait for our GPS. Should have enough satellites for our track start. All right, we are tracking. All right, 2S power. Not bad. Oh, it's braking on its own. That's weird. Wow, it has really sharp turning. All right, I'm gonna give it the full beans. Here it comes. Woo! Whoa. All right, so let's see what it did. Definitely felt like a 17-mile-an-hour run, something like that. So stop, read. Oh, 25. Wow, that did not feel like 25, maybe because it's so small. I'm pretty impressed with that, 25. Seems like the body needs some trimming. So this is what you expect with a, I guess, a $50 car. Watch this. So yeah, they didn't really think that one through, huh? Batterie's rubbing. Oh wow, it pulled a wheelie. That's exciting. Let's see if I can do that again. Yeah, wheelie boy. Wheelie. Yeah. Oh. Oh, don't try to kill me. Oh. All right. Yeah, this thing's fun. $50. Needs a little modification for it to work, right? Oh, I just jammed my toe. Ow. Rowdy. So yeah, I definitely need to trim that body up, that's for sure. Jeez. Throttle response is kind of weird. But I'm getting used to it. Definitely won't be driving it on 2S. We want the full bean 3S. All right, let's see what we can do on 3S. It's probably gonna be a wheelie monster. Yeah, it's like no one tested this car out before they put it in production. Definitely need to trim like a big chunk of it off, that's for sure. All right, so for 3S pack, I'm going to use this URGENEX 2200 milliamp hour 50C discharge. When I was looking for an MJX battery, this came up. This does have a Dean's connector, or you can get a Dean's with AMAS, which was out of stock at the time, so I just ended up getting this one, no big deal. Like I said, this is a 2200 milliamp hour. It says high performance LiPo battery. I'm sure this thing will really kick this car up a notch, and we'll see how it does. Strap it on with my custom strap. This should work pretty well. Wish I had a pair of scissors on me so I can trim this body up, but it is what it is. $50. All right. Looks like it's all set, ready to go for 3S power. Yeah. Ooh. Snappy. Let's see what it does for a wheelie. Oh yeah, definitely a little wheelie monster. Woo, now we're talking. All right. Oh yeah. The tires got a little wet, so we might have no traction. Yep, no, we're just spinning them. All right, let's get to the speed part. Those batteries are really waking this thing up. So we got 25 on 2S. Sorry for the wind, I hear it hitting the camera. 25 on 2S. Let's see what 3S does. Track start. All right, let's see if I can keep the front end down when I do the run. So we have to give it a good run up. Kind of weird, it brakes on its own sometimes. I hate that. Yeah, I can't keep the front end down. Wow. All right, ease into it. Even if I ease into it, oh, here we go. Full beans. All right, let's do that again. Full beans. All right, let's bring it back, see what it does. All right, 3S power, stop, read. 44 miles an hour. Wow, this thing's a screamer on 3S. Not bad for a tiny $50 car. That is impressive, that's for sure. Woo, watch out for that wall. Oh, oh, almost landed on its wheels. Definitely a little ripper. Woo! Oh! Yeah. Man, this thing is fun. Whoa! It's like a micro Creighton on steroids. Oh, hit the wall. Still good. Yeah, wheelie machine, go! Wow. Here it comes, full throttle.
thing's rowdy as all hell, man. Love this thing. Yeah, does pretty good in tall grass. How we doing? Anything broken? Nothing broken yet. Oh, that was awesome. All right, land on its wheels. Oh, yeah. See, that's what makes this thing awesome. All I have here is just a bunch of roots, and it's doing jumps off the roots. So if you have a ramp, you can just improvise roots, small little dirt jumps, whatever you have.
All right, so unfortunately, I have to end the video here. After I filmed the last scene you guys saw, I went to hobby quarters and I had the body trimmed and my batteries recharged, so I could drive this thing and do some jumps on my ramp. But unfortunately, after driving it for a couple minutes, something happened to the ECU and the transmitter bind. They're not talking to each other anymore. Everything just blinks constantly on and off red. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but I can't get it running again. As you can see, I'll turn on the transmitter. Then I'll turn on the ESC. And yeah, everything just blinks. Not sure if it's a binding issue or what, but I spent some time on it and yeah, no go. So unfortunately, it's now dead. But I still highly recommend picking one of these up or picking up an equivalent MJX version. If you can find something around 70 to 90 bucks, that'll be awesome because it's definitely worth the money. This thing is really fast and really fun, and I can't highly recommend it enough.